Global Education Media presents Education Report on TV, the television program that promotes educational events and activities across the country for parents, students, practitioners in educational fields across categories, corporate organizations with products and services that appeal to the youths, government officials, particularly those saddled with the responsibility of managing education, and the general public. It also covers programs and activities in the educational sector, such as awards and opening ceremonies, school inter-house sports, collaborative engagement with NGOs, as well as corporate organizations, plus vocational and technical education, institution for people with special education needs, individual contribution towards the growth and development of education while celebrating success in the educational sector at all levels. Please contact 0803-323-2771 or 0812-120-1359. Education Report on TV, promoting excellence in education on television nationwide.
At Modupe Cold Memorial Child Care and Treatment Home and School, students are taught every day to look beyond their limitations to tour the path of success. Recently, the school organized its first Choral Day with a theme including the excluded. In her opening remarks, Mrs. Florence Coyote stated that inclusion is an ongoing effort to identify and remove barriers that exclude learners within every unique situation.
Inclusion is an ongoing effort to identify and remove barriers that exclude learners within each unique situation. The program is aimed at showcasing the children with disability and also to remind society that inclusion demands the balancing of multiple values such as social acceptance, individualities, social inclusion, tolerance, and equal access to social services such as health, education, employment, transportation, and to avoid all forms of discrimination against people with disabilities in society.
On her part, Mrs. Hilda Twins, who is an official of the Department of School Support Services, State Universal Basic Education Board, SBEB, charged the students not to give up on their dreams, irrespective of their physical challenges.
I just want you to keep up the good work. You can get there. You can make it. Disability is not a limitation. Disability should not limit you. Your potentials that have been maximized can still go higher, you can still be better, you can still get to wherever you want to get to. Just see yourself flying every time, every day, every minute, every second, and you will get there.
The national policy states that education in all ramifications to bring up a total charge in the area of cognitive, psychomotor, and affective domain. And this psychomotor domain that you are doing, that is application of skills, whereby the talents of the pupils can be discovered to make the children to be self-reliant and independent.
For Dr. Phillips Adeleke, who was the guest speaker at the occasion, it is the role of every member of the society to ensure that people living with disabilities are included in the larger society.
You and I, we know that certain categories of individuals are not well catered for. Not because they don't want to be catered for, not because they want to remain socially separated or segregated, but the system, the society, you and I, because of the way we thought they should be treated, we should relate with them, or we should give them, we decide to put them aside, and the parade has continued. But thank God for Lagos State. Let me take it from that angle, because there is a ray of hope. In Lagos State, there are various steps that have been put in place that are bringing total liberation into individuals that are living with disability.
The Choral Day was spiced up with various presentations from the students to the delight of the audience.
So
The day was an eventful and fun-filled one for the students, teachers, and all the guests invited. Speakers also shared their views.
Being the first time, in fact, I'm very impressed about how the children come up with it, and the parents too, and their colleagues that come and witness the occasion.
A child carries 4 corners: the home, the environment, the school, and the child. That makes a whole child. And without the support from home, they cannot be able to learn anything in the school. A child that is happy from home will be able to exhibit his God-given talent. And that is exactly what we are seeing today.
Actually, it has been an yearly program, which we have been doing for a very long time. We want to probably mix up with the disabled, meeting their needs, because we know they are less privileged ones, and whatever we have to support them, we need to give to them.
We need to inculcate this idea into them, because they are living beings, and we must not exempt them from other children. So what is being practiced by other children also should take place within them.
Whatever we need, anything we want from Lagos State government, they normally assist us and they help us. So I use this medium to thank them all for what they have been doing in the life of the life of the staffs and the students of Modupe.
I'm so satisfied because the whole discussion is about inclusion, including the excluded. Thank God everything has been successful.
The program is actually nice, and being the very first time, I'm really impressed with the way they organized it. And I really want this to continue, though it's the beginning, and I want this to continue, go higher and to go higher and higher.
We really need people from the society to be part of us. We don't want sympathy from them, we want much more of empathy. We want them to be in our shoes, to associate with us, to love us, because the love is the greatest thing we need in Modupe.
Indeed, there is ability in disability, and for the students of Modupe Memorial Child Care and Treatment Home and School, there is a silver lining in every cloud. Is to inform the general public, particularly parents and guardians of primary 6 pupils, that the placement test into GSS1 classes into the public junior secondary schools for the 2015-2016 academic session has been scheduled for Saturday, the 11th of July 2015 by 8 a.m. at the various designated centers across the state. Only primary 6 pupils in the public and approved private primary schools in Lagos State are eligible to sit for the placement test. It is mandatory that parents and guardians of primary 6 pupils in approved private schools ensure that their children and wards register through their respective schools with the Lagos State Examinations Board, Ipaja Road, Agege. Parents and guardians should also note that only candidates who obtain 50% cumulative pass mark and 50% in English language and mathematics will be placed into GSS1. Any pupil that fails to sit for the test will not be admitted into GSS1 in any of the state public junior secondary schools.